Mm, 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 mm. Oh, that tastes so good to me. You all, I haven't had coffee in a few days, and it just tastes so good to me. And before I came on, I wanted to make sure that I make me a cup, and that's what I wanted. So that's how I rumble. I say, okay, I don't drink coffee every day, but and it's not a certain time that I would take on a cup of coffee every now and then. But I decided to give me a cup of coffee today. I need it. All the tears I shed today, you guys, I shed some tears. Woo! But they were good tears. Oh, they were tears after the Most High whooped my butt. The Most High Yah whooped my butt real good. Ooh, Father Yah. I'm gonna tell it like it is, cause I ain't no other way I can really tell it. Sister Deborah, like I said, he has been dealing with me for a mighty long time, and it ain't no time. We ain't on no time, and we ain't in that day for Sister Deborah to turn backwards. She better know that she know she was created for this purpose. What is this on my? What she is doing, she was created for this purpose. I'm gonna talk about some things, and I'm gonna give you a minute to get your study guide, which is your Bible, your King James Bible. I'm going to talk about some things, and it's going to change your life. Now, let me not say life, change the way you live. It really will. It's going to open up your eyes to some things that even you yourself. I mean, that whooping I had today started this morning. Started off my day and gave me a good whooping. But oh, Father Yah, it sure felt good. Father Yah, it sure felt good. Many tears shed, but that's all right. He already let me know. Your tears is like icicles. But where these tears came from were the inner man. The inward man. It wasn't so much, it was the outside. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lies. Sister Deborah was hoo-hooing and hoo-hooing. Every time it came to me, the thought, bam, I just couldn't control myself. I couldn't control myself. And you are going to understand. And it's going to hit you the same way. It depends who you are. It should hit you the same way it hit Sister Deborah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I think I shed tears up to morning to 3 p.m. Every time I got ready to try to say something, all I could remember is what he said unto me. Sister Deborah got her butt whooping. And then at the end of it, guess what he said? Say what you mean and mean what you say. Just stick to what you say. And it was like he was saying to me, say what you mean. And this is what I came with. This is what was in me. When he said that, this the first thing came to me. And I have this here. This is not for the individual who always blesses Sister Deborah. This is for the individual who ain't never blessed Sister Deborah. This is who this is for. But yet decided to follow Sister Deborah. You get what I'm saying? When he said this, I didn't have no shame, no game, no nothing when I wrote this up, because I thought about what he said to me this morning. Say what you mean. Just say it. Let me kind of break that down to you, because he gave that to me through the water. He gave me a little help. Because he knows this here, Sister Deborah wouldn't have posted. But he gave me a little help. You know what he told me? He said, when you say what you mean, then I can hear you. Oh, Father, yeah. Say what you mean. And don't be afraid of it. Don't feel shame. Don't feel embarrassed. Say what you mean. Say what you're trying to say. Say what you mean. You know what the Father said? You know within your inner man what you need. Say it, Deborah. Say it. Sometimes, like I told y'all, I got a little pride in me. A little bit of something, but nothing to sit here and say that pride that I have, I'm willing to say it. It's a little amount. It's because pride because in a way I feel about receiving versus the way I feel about giving. You should feel balance, not one before the other one before the other one. But see, when you're born to be a give and gain, and you've been doing that since you sitting up in the television like at 6 years old watching these little kids in Africa starving, and you just said, oh, when I get some money, I'm gonna take care of them. I'm gonna give them some food so their belly wouldn't be. Y'all, I've been doing that since I was that young. I will look at that sort of stuff, cry, and as a little girl, saying one day I'm gonna take care of those children. Until one day I was in a real bad accident. They had to fly helicopters, one, to pick up my son and daughter. They had a bad head injury from an accident that I had. And all I can think about during that time, that's that whole thing we were talking about, how we are to give, and we were on that topic, me and my husband, and I wasn't paying attention to the road. And bam, because the Father told me, stop saying how you're going to take care of the less fortunate and the homeless. Stop thinking that you're going to take care of them, because they're going to be with you always. Always. And when you say you're going to override what I say that's going to be there, then you stepping over the boundary. That's when I learned it. And hey, what China and Jonah, China was, I think, 4, and Jonah had to be 7, I think, and about 8. He had the worst head injury because his whole head swelled up in that accident. Oh, yeah, it was horrible. China was unconscious. She had problems with her neck and her head. But that was during the time that the Father revealed to me, stop saying you're going to take care of the homeless and the less fortunate. That'll never be. You can't do that. I said it will be with you always, and that's what I meant. So don't try to reverse it. Even if it's in your heart, that's a gooder place than not being nowhere. As long as you have it in your heart, the desire to step in that realm, Deborah, that's good enough for me. So what he told me just now, I came out of the bathroom, I had washed my face and came out of the bathroom. I was in the bathroom under the water when he told me, but I came out, I felt really good. And he said, do you understand what I meant when I say what you mean? Mean, say what's already the need that's in you. Say it. It ain't about nobody fulfilling it. It ain't about nobody saying yeah, yes, or no. It's about you saying what you mean. And when you say what you mean, I'm going to back you up and I'm going to back you out. Guess what example he gave me? He said, now, I want you to understand Ezekiel. You remember in Ezekiel, Deborah, chapter 37? I said, oh yeah. That's when Ezekiel, you was telling Ezekiel, oh, Father, yeah, instant, I got it. He was wanting me to know that, did you really think that I was telling Ezekiel to open his mouth and say something to the dry bones? As if the dry bones going to listen to him? You think Ezekiel was saying to the dry bones and prophesying to the dry bones because I knew Ezekiel can open his mouth and prophesy and they'll listen? No, Deborah, I was wanting him to say what I told him to say and mean it. That's all. He couldn't have did nothing with them dry bones. He couldn't have added flesh to them. He couldn't have allowed the bones to connect with each other. He said, now you go back, and I am tonight, and you'll see me. And then you'll wonder, well, why are you asking Ezekiel, can these dry bones live? See? He ain't talking about Ezekiel. He's trying to get Ezekiel to own that thing. Say it. Oh, you ain't gonna say it? I tell you what, prophesy to these dry bones. Open your mouth and say something to these dry bones. You see? It wasn't that he needed Ezekiel to really do anything, because Ezekiel wasn't gonna get them dry bones up. Them bones were so scattered from years to thousands of years. He couldn't, them dry bones wasn't gonna listen to him. He's telling Ezekiel to say something to the dry bones. The dry bones ain't gonna get up off the ground because of Ezekiel's prophesying. So that's what he wanted me to do. I came out of the bathroom and he said, do you understand what I mean when I say what you mean? Say it, Deborah. Say it. Only one can fulfill that is me anyway. Say it. See, that'll move that little pride out the way. Say what you mean. Mean it. And that's when he went to tell me in the water when I was washing my face. Ezekiel, it wasn't that Ezekiel had the power to prophesy to the bones, Deborah. I wanted him to just open his mouth and say what I wanted him to say, and say it with a form of meaning it, because I'm telling him to say it. Say it, Ezekiel, say it. And then if you go back and you read that chapter, it'll blow your mind. You'll sit there and say, wait a minute, why was Ezekiel saying anything? That's what the Father wanted me to know. It wasn't that he needed Ezekiel to do anything, say anything, to be anything, prophesy to anything, to do anything, but open his mouth. That's all I asked him to do. That's all. I was doing everything else. Say what you mean and let me do the rest. So this here is not for those who always give Sister Deborah an offering. This is for those who ain't never, but still find themselves here year after year after year after year. But when I finish with this message, you gonna say, there's something wrong with that girl. This sister for show, for show. This is for show, the servant of the Most High God. And that's why he told me to say what you mean. And if you wrap that up with what he's saying to me versus what he was telling Ezekiel, knowing Ezekiel couldn't do a darn thing. But it wasn't that Ezekiel had the power to prophesy to the dry bone. It was what he wanted Ezekiel to open his mouth and say. Go back, Ezekiel 37. All you have to do is look at the beginning. Can these dry bones live? How do Ezekiel know if those dry bones can live? Why are you asking him? See? He was asking him because he wanted him to say it. Say it. That's all he wanted. And this is what he said to me. Say it. Because it won't be nobody but me to cause them dry bones. Oh, Father, yeah. To come together, Deborah. To come up out of them ground, out of that ground. To find their thigh bones and their knee bones and their shoulder bone, all of that connected. It was always me. I just want him to say it. And that's what's wrong. But it's right in this day and time. Those that are the servant of the Most High is solid in everything they say, outside of what the Ruach give them to say. But if you really think about it, and we're finna break it down, Yah wasn't asking nobody to do nothing, not even his servant. He just wanted us to say it. I don't have a hell and a heaven to put nobody in. Say it. speak it. He ain't asking you to put somebody in hell, put somebody in heaven. He ain't asking you to do that. Speak it, and speak it with meaning, because it's on the inside of you. So let's get to the topic. I had to get that, but let me tell y'all what you about to learn today had me crying. And I mean, I was crying so in my spirit, I was just boo-hooing in my flesh. Where's my tissue? I hope I don't do it tonight. I had to bring this out the car because I was just, I was just so overwhelmed with what he was saying to me. So here we go. What I'm about to share to you is something also that I never knew. So we're about to learn something together. Now, I know now, but we're still going to learn something together, because when I close this video down, we're going to leave here knowing what we did not know. Okay? I'm knowing that the Ruach going to help me with this, because this thing is deep. I mean, when I say deep, for me it is. So I know it got to be deep for you. So here on this side, you see, I got a picture here drawn as a person. And I want you to understand inside of that person is the word truth. Okay? What the Father was telling me today, when he was done breaking it all down to me, and I'm boo-hooing, that's when he brought this to me. Said, speak it. Say it. Say what you mean. But he took me this route, y'all. Whooped my tail real good. And let me tell you, it sure felt good. I mean, real good. So good that I can leave off this earth today and I'll be all right. I'll be good, y'all. I'll be good. Let's get to the topic. The mystery of truth. This gonna, y'all, everybody get your pen and your piece of paper, because this is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna take you a place you ain't never been. And I'm excited about it. Okay? I am so excited about it. Even though it whooped my butt, I'm so excited about it. Okay? Now, the Father wanted me to let you know what he didn't let me know. Truth still rests here on the earth. Here is a body I've drawn here. Inside the body is truth. Okay, how did that truth get in there? The truth came because the Father is 100 truth. Okay, he's the one carries the 100 righteous. Okay, you're not truth. I'm not truth. We're not truth. Truth is something that he sent down in us. You remember I told you the brand, belief, righteous, faith, and fear? Those were brands he branded our spirit with, branded us with. But when truth came through the breath. Truth even brought you an image of the Father. His likeness. What is the Father image? It's a spirit. It's like into a light. When he gave you one of an image of how he has an image. But he blew into you that image like unto his image, a spirit. But when he blew that, every man and woman came to the earth with truth. With truth. It's in the breath, y'all. It's in the breath. Now, do the spirit? Is it the spirit? No. Truth is the breath. Truth is the breath. And it's sitting up in every man, woman, and boy and girl that's been born into the world. Though so many times I read verses where he was saying he put it in them to know truth. And I always used to get lost. I always stuck with Romans chapter 1, where he was saying, where we read the other day, where he said they hold truth in unrighteous and ungodly, but they hold in truth. You tell me that ain't deep. Why would the Father even allow them to have this truth and running around here ungodly and unrighteous? Y'all got to see the just in this creator. Y'all just got to see the just that's found in this creator. He is some sort of creator. That's why, people, let me tell you, there is no reason on this earth anybody should be serving any other creator outside of the Most High Yah. Not even half and half. Ain't nothing, not even your mammon. Nothing to compare to the one who created all flesh, gave us a spirit. He blew in an image like unto himself and gave us a spirit and put truth in that breath in which we are holding. So we're holding truth. Okay, here we go. Truth still rests on the earth. And this is what he gave me at 6:30. Now about 6:15. Deborah, truth still rests on the earth. That's why Yah has not destroyed the earth. He got something invested in it. Oh, Father Yah. No, you didn't go there. Oh, yes, I did, Deborah. People are wondering why so much evil and wicked and darkness and chaos. Why would I let it continue? Why would I not destroy these evil, wicked murderers, rapers, molest those that molesting children, those that's robbing and killing? And why is it that I'm letting it maintain? Because there's something on the earth greater than our flesh itself. And that is the breath in each and every last one of us that holds truth. So who overrides this earth? Anybody in the live chat, who will you say overrides this earth? See, you thought Satan. You thought all this wicked and evil. You thought these wicked people, these demonic people, these fallen angels and these lost angels and these demons and y'all thought they was ruling the world, didn't you? The breath that holds truth is in every human being on the face of the earth. So don't look like Satan got no victory, dear. Woo-wee! He ain't got no victory. If truth is in every human being, whether they wicked, evil, murderers, robbers, servant of the Most High Yah, holy, truth is in us all. It came with the breath. If the Father is spirit and truth, and he's all truth, and he gave us his breath, what are we holding that belongs to the Father? His breath. And you think his breath just coming to let you breathe? No, baby, it's coming to let this world know it can't override what he wrote, truth. Even when evil and Satan and demons and demonic and wicked and witchcraft is in them, ungodly and demonized is in them, it's in the flesh. But guess what's in the spirit? Is that breath of mine. And it holds truth. So if you ever wonder, what's the deal? Why this world ain't over with? Why are we still here? What's still going on? Why don't he just destroy it all? You know how many times I've been saying that since I was 18 years old? I got something invested. That's all he used to tell me. Now I know. We see the demons, we see the evil, we see the wicked, we see everything. When y'all look, he see his breath holding truth. So who ruling? Tell me. Just tell me somebody if you know. Who's really ruling this earth? See? We thinking they doing it and they got, why these wicked people live so long? You know why? He got a day in and he got a day out. And that's truth. We the way the Father of truth, the creator of truth, the beginning and the end of truth, if he is truth, and in his truth, he put a day in and a day out, why should he kill truth that's on the earth because you wicked and evil? Truth is still ruling this earth, y'all. See how messed up we are? Tell me we ain't messed up on the floor. Truth is still ruling the world. So what? People got wicked and evil in them. Truth is still overriding them. And they think they got it going on. They wicked and evil is taking their spirit to where? To the lake of fire. But wait a minute. Y'all missed something. Somebody in the live chat tell me. Wait a minute. Hold on. If somebody out here serving evil and wicked and darkness and Satan and demons and murdering and killing and robbing, wait a minute. What's going on? What's going on? Heaven and earth should pass away. But guess what? That word, not one joint, they ain't moving nowhere. Truth gonna still remain. Because it comes with his breath. You see? We sit here thinking Satan ruling and all this wicked and evil they doing. Wait a minute, but it ain't moving nothing, baby. Truth still rule. When evil and wicked, as we see it, think it's ruling, no, it's not. Truth still holding up high and low. It's still gonna come out. It's still gonna come out. So let's watch this here. So if this flesh is full of wicked and evil and sin and abomination and everything, right? It's the flesh going to the grave, ain't it? Right? To a place where worms and bugs is waiting for it, right? And never come again. That flesh ain't gonna never rise again. So what's in that person? They got a spirit. That spirit is already assigned to hell. But wait a minute, hold up though. What gave that breath? What was that breath given to? The spirit. So that the living of the flesh can maintain. But now the flesh gone, what's left? The spirit. The spirit don't belong to the Father. The spirit is your spirit. It's going to be judged, determined if you're going to hell or if you're going to eternal heaven. So who really winning? See, we're down here clowning and think we got it. We rule this. It shows you, just like he was telling Ezekiel, prophesy to them bones. Father, what you telling him to prophesy? How you going to prophesy to bones that have been there for 2 and 3,000 years? Oh, no. I just want him to say it. Say it like it mean it. Because when you say it, Deborah, and you say it like I'm telling you to say it, then I feel that thing. Heavens can feel it. But if you're saying it like you're afraid to say it and that you're shocked to say it and you bother you to say it and you're embarrassed to say it, then you ain't saying it like you mean it. Ezekiel, prophesy to them bones. Open your mouth and ask these bones to get up. And then you hear the Most High speaking to the bones himself. He just wanted Ezekiel to feel that thing like he knew he can do that thing. That's all. It wasn't that he knew Ezekiel can do anything. Every battle Israel and Judah fought, from Genesis all the way to the end, guess what? Now one of them was fought by Israel nor Judah. Israel never won a battle. David never won a battle. David will tell y'all, if y'all think I won a battle, there's something wrong with y'all. David would tell you, only one fought that battle was that right hand of the Father. Now, why do he know that the Father got a right hand and stretched out on who fought all his battles? And we standing here today acting like the battle belonged to us. It's what we say, do, and how we do it, and the way we do it, and the way we feel about it. Oh, no, baby, ain't no battle. It's won through you. In case you didn't know that. And when the Father revealed to me about this battle, about truth, Father, come on. You mean to tell? Yes, Deborah. See, they think they're ruling it. Everybody trying to figure out, why don't everything just end? Wait a minute, hold up. I call that shot. I got something invested on this earth. Even though the world loves its own, you think I can? See, that's why he's nonchalant to what's going on. Why? Because he know he's ruling it. Everybody got truth in them. That's That's what he had given each and every last one of us. And then he tell you, so you won't come back with an excuse. I put it in you already. Your judgment was already in you to know. Okay. Let me just give you a little clip of that in Romans chapter 1. In Romans chapter 1 and verse 18, this is showing you. Romans chapter 1 and verse 18, for the wrath of Yah is revealed from heavens against all. Wait a minute. See? His anger, his wrath is already revealed against all. Is it saying some? Is it saying 20%? 10%? No, all ungodliness and unrighteous of men. So the wrath is already against them already. You see? Watch this here. Who holds the truth? How do they hold the truth? In unrighteousness. So this here flesh of this is evil, wicked, demonic, spirits, dark, evil, and everything. But it's holding something, he said. Look at it, y'all. Don't look at me, cockeyed. Look at what he's saying. It's holding truth. And truth is in unrighteousness. Watch this, verse 19. Because that which may be known of Yah is manifested in them. What is manifested in them? Truth. Woo! For Yah has shown it unto them. He's shown it to them. Not only did he blow it in, okay, he made sure it was manifested in them. And then he let you know, I showed it to him. You know why? If you take your stupid tail out here and look at this outside, not look at the materialistic things, the houses and cars. No, look at the sky sometime. Look at the trees. Listen to what he says. Because he says, for Yah showed it unto them. You showed it to the unrighteous, the ungodly? Yes, never. Everything was shown to everybody through truth. Through truth, yeah. Now watch this here. Verse 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world. Now we got to go way back to the creation. Well, Sister Deborah then broke that thing so many times, made so many videos telling y'all what took place in the beginning. And then what did he tell me? Deborah, it's okay. You got a lane, right? Get in it when you need to. Because when you finish, keep telling them people, if they miss Genesis 1, they miss the whole understanding of the book that they study. They miss Genesis 1. Now see, here it says, verse 20, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. He sat there and took out time making sure the Jesuits, the wicked and the evil, the Roman Catholic couldn't smear that first chapter. And we still smeared it anyway. We still messed it up all over the place. Now listen to what he said. He's sitting here telling you, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. That right there tells you that he exists. What is that called? Truth. The truth of the whole matter that he exists. The truth of the whole matter that he created all things. And everything you see is what he created. That is the truth. So he says here in verse 20, for the invisible things of him. See? He's telling you, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world is clearly seen. Watch this here. Not only is it clearly seen, he says it's what? Understood. That means understand. It's no doubt that there got to be somebody that didn't created everything from the beginning. But he said, if you miss Genesis, you'd have missed Genesis 1, you'd have missed the whole thing. Because in Genesis 1 is where they made sure they had right. At least most of it. And we missed it all. From Genesis 1 all the way down. So he's saying here that everything is clearly seen, being understood. That means you should have understood, understand that I was the one creating all of it at the beginning. Now watch this here. Even the eternal power. Woo! There go that eternal power. When? In the beginning. Sister Deborah made at least a good 40, 50, maybe more than that on the old channel, regarding the beginning and how that power was throwing down. I sit back and I think about even him telling me, speak it. Even if nobody hear it or anybody abide by it, I hear it. And this is why people who do have the Ruach, the power that's in them, is not manifested. Even though it's there. Because we don't speak it in the order of authority. And that's all he wants us to do. Because when you speak it, you believe it. Because you claim what's in you. And that is the power. So he said here in verse 20, being understood means understand by the things that are made. He meaning, oh, Deborah, tell him. If you take your butt back to Genesis chapter 1 and see all the stuff that he has created, how in the rest behind would you think somebody else did that outside of him himself? A creator, the Most High, the Father, Yahuwah, that I am, that I am. And it makes a lot of sense. And it says, even his eternal power, his Godhead, letting you know. I like that. Even the eternal power, the Godhead, so that they, who is they? Flesh. Flesh ain't gonna have no excuse. Because why? I put it in them. I manifested in them, Deborah. It's in them. I blew it in them. It came with the breath. So you see how you can walk around the rest of your life lying? You see how bad that is? Now we finna rumble, y'all. We finna rumble up in this house here. Now it's time to get down. The first thing he told me at 6:15, 6:20, somewhere in there. Truth still rests on the earth, Deborah. That's why Yah has not destroyed the evil and the wicked, the darkness. And since y'all be wondering why, because he's still ruling. Just because they're evil don't mean nothing to him. He's true. That's powerful. He rules. Let's say we got 20 billion people, just to say it, on the face of the earth. 20 billion people. 20 billion people has something powerful called the word truth. 20 million might not be following truth, might not be doing the righteousness of this truth, but they holding that breath. If they live it, they holding that breath, and that breath is truth. So you tell me who ruling. Father, yeah, that's deep. You tell me who's ruling. Really, who's ruling? Now, here we go. The Father wanted me to let you know a mystery regarding truth. He said, you, I ain't gonna say I. He said, you, many, don't understand why they put soul there. Soul was covering up something. Not only was it covering up the spirit that I blew into you, but it was covering up the truth that came with it. That's why they got soul there. Remember how I kept telling y'all they put soul there? What for? Ain't no soul. You know what he said to me today? He said, guess what, Deborah? Soul was placed there because they didn't want the people to know the truth came with the breath in them. So they put soul, and then they gave the power of soul to be dealing with your choices, your thought pattern. He said, he finna break it down to you so y'all know. Now he said, soul is no such thing. They should have said, based on the strokes, they would have known it was truth all the time. Now watch this. You know how they talk about Deborah and you be trying to figure out what they talking about? they talk about a third eye. Now, this is the spirit today talking to me. You know about the third eye? This ain't where he whooped me. This is where he educated me, but he whooped my tail good. And I'm going to let y'all hear what he said. He said, you know the third eye? That's truth. They calling it a third eye. You know what an instinct? They talk about instinct. Your instinct? Truth. You know how they talk about, Deborah, intuition? Truth. You know how they talk about your first mind, your first thought? You should listen to your first mind. It's truth. When he finished saying that, it was like I was already ready for all of that, but I didn't know it. I hear people, y'all, they got so many videos talking about the third eye. It's this here, and it's everything that they are talking about. When they speak of soul, when they speak of third eye, when they speak of instincts, when they speak of intuition, when they speak of your first thought, all of that is flesh. And what they did, they used all of that to override what was always in us, which was truth. It's truth, y'all. It's truth. Always been. And people been living it as a lie. You see how much, when he said, pull that light out of that darkness, go in the midst of that darkness and pull that light out, Deborah. So I said to you all, this here's a mystery about truth. All of those things, soul, third eye, instinct, intuition, first thought, all of that is truth. All the time. That truth came with the breath of life. Not life, with the breath. There was no such thing as life. That's another one that was added. The breath. Because see, the breath is for the spirit. The flesh is just dirt. So y'all want to continue in your lives, it's fine. Because like I said, if he take me out here tonight, it'll be all right. So long. Because that's just how thick the message he gave me today was. Then I thought about what he said. Narrow is the gate that leads somewhere. Only the narrow gate, Deborah. And it's the way, Deborah, to what? To truth, y'all. The truth to eternal heaven. But Deborah, very few will find it. And this is a message I'm speaking right here. In the days of Noah, giving the last sound trumpet, which I don't think it's any more trumpets going to be blown, to be honest. But the last spirit and truth to those who are going to go through the journey, so you can understand what's going to be involved in this tribulation, this perilous times that we are in. You can be able to hold up when you know all this stuff that I'm saying. This is what's going to allow you to stand. You think you're going to stand because you think you all that in something? Because you think you got your T's crossing your I's down? You holy been down? You ain't going to stand a chance. But knowing that truth is in you. And it's here to stay. In spite of all the darkness in this world, you mean to tell me truth still got victory. That's a good thing to know about my Father. That's a beautiful thing to know. You know how we always say he's still in control? He still rule. You doing right, he do. Right on the earth. He got truth down here. Still holding up. No matter how evil and wicked people do, It ain't erased the fact that he gave you truth. And somebody might say, well, why would he get a wicked and evil and those who doomed to hell? I'm finna take you there. I'm gonna make it like I'm gonna teach it so smooth. Why would he want to put truth in the evil and wicked? What Solomon, pull up Solomon. Can you pull up Solomon? Solomon said something. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. I don't even need to go there. Ecclesiastes, Solomon said what? Everything under the sun he had been given by Yah to know everything under the sun. The wisdom and knowledge under the sun. Watch this here. Watch this here. He said, Deborah, when it rained, it don't rain on the righteous. It rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. So why can't truth be in everybody? He said, everything happens to everybody under the sun. But all of it is vain and vast of spirits. I like that because I think that's one of the stage many people don't understand it. Let's go. Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Let's go there to kind of feel you all are going to really get it. And if you don't, I like it if you get it, but if you don't, it tells me what I need to know anyway. When you get to Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 1, the word of the preacher, the son of David, the king in Jerusalem, vanity and vanities, said the preacher, vanity and vanities, all is vanity. What do he mean? We all flesh. This flesh is worthless. We all flesh. You see, what would it look like if he have us all down here, flesh? What would it look like? It would need no Satan to be here. Because we all flesh. We all does wicked and evil. We didn't need Satan. Flesh is evil and wicked. So Solomon is saying here, everything in verse 2, vanity and vanities, said the preacher. Vanity and vanities, all is what? Vanity. And verse 3, what profit have a man in all he has labored, which he take under the sun? What profit? What profit? Nothing. Nothing. Everything you own and have is vanity and vast and vanities. He says, he sits and he tells you, what profit have a man of all his labor which he has taken under the sun? It don't mean a rat's behind. It's the mindset of people who place things at a higher level and a lower level, a high degree and a lower degree, but it's all vanity and vats. That means worthless. And just because this flesh take it to be something, that's because the flesh is sick. It's so sick, it don't even know truth is sitting up in it. Oh, it can feel it. It can feel it. Well, what do you mean, Deborah? Let's say, for instance, you go somewhere and say, for instance, if I was the type of person that murdered somebody all the time, and I get into a situation where something can actually happen to me or whatever, and I choose, oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. What do you think that truth is helping that person out? Even in the darkest time of people living and them living in darkness and doing wickedness, truth is always there. See, y'all, what y'all didn't, I'm talking to you, you're looking at me all cockeyed because you don't know. You don't understand a word I'm saying. And it's okay. Not this message, baby. It's okay. This message is too powerful to follow. to the wayside. It's going to rain. Even when Sister Deborah's gone, this mess is here. Because what? Truth. Truth already got victory. Truth got victory with Sister Deborah or without her. Truth going to stand with you or without you. What you going to do? Okay? So Solomon's sitting here. He's telling us that everything under the sun is vain and vexed. So every last one of our flesh, and everything we have gained in our flesh, everything we have done in our flesh, is worthless. Means nothing. That's why truth there. Want me to give you a real good one? Let me give you a real good one. Let me give you a real good one. When Father poured out grace and mercy, did he only pour it out to some and not all? Somebody need to talk. You know why grace and mercy was poured out on all mankind, whether you're wicked or evil, darkness, Satan, demons. You know why grace and mercy was poured out? Because truth is up in your tail. That's why. Truth is upholding grace and mercy on your flesh. Truth is holding your tail up. That's that grace and mercy he poured on. But when he did it, he didn't pour it on the wicked and no, he didn't pour it on the righteous. He poured it on the unrighteous and the righteous. Grace and mercy was just poured out on all of us, all our sick tails. It was poured out on our flesh, which is loaded with sin and wicked and evil. So that's another showing you how truth is still up in there. That's why that grace and mercy was poured out on you. When anytime y'all got something invested, he going to be in the midst. Praise the mighty Yah. He's going to always be in the midst whenever he got something invested. So watch this. Even though the world think they ruling it, everybody think they on top of everything. They rule everything. They tell A to B to go to C to go to D to go to E, and go on E to F. You can go on F to G. We just think we just rule it all. But I'm so grateful to fully understand why Yah hasn't destroyed it beyond. He still got truth. Truth still is being upheld. Okay? So when I get to Ecclesiastes chapter 1, in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 14 and 15, it says, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity, vexation of spirits. You see, y'all? You're really thinking everything you're doing is something. You ain't doing nothing. Unless you're doing something on behalf of the Most High God, you ain't doing nothing. And that's what Solomon is warning us. Because Yah gave him the ability to understand what's under the sun. And he nailed it. And just because we are not there to any spiritual understanding spirit and truth, that's just where you at, lost. But it's okay. Long as truth ain't lost, it's going to make it back where it come from. The one who is all truth. So here we go. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 14 and 15. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity, vexation of spirits. When people thinking they really doing something. Verse 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. He calling it out, child. Telling you that all the things that's under the sun as it is, as it was. Deborah, tell him again, everything under the sun is as it is, as it was. And that's that other demonic spirit. Same thing up, same thing down. They trying to make you think. They get this, what Yah is talking about. They ain't got it. They still ain't got it. Okay, now here we go. He got on me about Jonah. He wanted to take me to Jonah because he wanted me to understand the situation with Jonah. Jonah was the example of truth. Okay. I'm going to say it. See, y'all, Jonah didn't have no problem serving the Most High Yah. But Jonah had an issue with the people he was bringing or serving spirit and truth to. He had an issue with that. He saw the way they conduct themselves, the way they act. They didn't act like they wanted anything to do with it. So what was Jonah looking at, y'all? Jonah was looking at the outside of their reaction to what he was telling them. These people doing all kinds of things, Father. I'm out. I can't do nothing with these people. Jonah was willing to turn away from the creator who sent him in to Nineveh. He was willing to turn and go the opposite way and be disobedient. Because when he saw the things that the people were doing, the sin, the wicked and evil that they were doing, he said, ain't no hope for them. Father, I'm your servant and I know that I am. I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to teach y'all the mystery of truth. Because what Jonah did not know, he was dealing with what he could see. How the sin and wicked and the way they were conducting themselves. He didn't see any hope in them. The same thing that the Father told me to start this off with. Truth still rests on earth. That's why Yah has not destroyed it. He can't destroy the earth. He can't destroy it. Oh, this lady is calling. I hope she ain't saying something bad. 1 minute. Hello? Oh, I'm doing okay. Okay, isn't he at work? Oh, no, but right now he's at work. No, I didn't. Ooh, y'all don't know. Y'all know half of the truth, y'all. Woo, y'all don't even know a third of it. Not even 1/4 of it. Ooh, yeah. That's a whole nother that right there. That there done took me, but I'm gonna teach this thing, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. He's saying truth still rests. I'm sorry about that call, you all, but it was a very important, very, very important call. Truth still rests on the earth. That's why Yah has not destroyed evil men and wicked men, because truth still. And what y'all have to understand today is what you didn't understand yesterday. It takes you to a higher level of understanding the Most High Yah. And when he said, bring light out of the darkness in the end days, this is what he means. The mysteries is only given to the prophets, not the prophets of yesterday, because they're not in this day. They can't tell you what Sister Deborah can tell you. Why? Because they're not living it. See, a lot of people will tell you those are the prophets of yesterday. No, he ain't talking about the prophets of yesterday, because they can't tell you. Now, he said they would love to come into this time period just to see. He said, but they are not allowed. It is given to the one that has been ordered for a time as this. And now, reading Revelation chapter 10, when he said that time is over, we in that day, it's finished. Anything they gonna get, Deborah, they gonna get it through the mystery, but only from you, those that are my servant, my servant. And as I'm sitting here teaching this here, wait till you hear what I cried about today. But let me get back to this. Truth is still resting here on earth, okay? So they really throw me off. I really got thrown off. I threw myself off. Anybody thrown me off, I threw myself off. I couldn't let that phone call go, but now she wants to talk. Y'all, let me get off of that. But let me say this. So Jonah in the whale, he was against dealing with those people. Because what did he see? He saw the world. He saw what they were doing in this nation or whatever, this city or whatever you want to call it. He saw everything wicked and evil. He said, I tell you what, I'm going the opposite way. Even if he was willing to die, that's how hard he was in what the people were doing so wicked and evil. But what was it that the Father wanted Jonah to do? Speak. Speak it. And that's what y'all saying to somebody out there. Speak. Just like he told Ezekiel. Just speak. I know you can't do nothing with these bones. You can't prophesy, but I just trying to get you to speak. That's all he wanted Jonah to do. Why? Because truth still rule. Whether it's wicked and evil, truth still rule. See, Jonah felt that, wait a minute, it was no hope for these people. Not what was going on. He even let Yah down. Even if it came down to the point of him dying. When he jumped off that ship or whatever he jumped off, he was willing to die. Then to go back to Nineveh. No! Because he saw the wicked and evil and how they conduct themselves. But see, Jonah didn't know something. That they had truth in them. Truth was still among all that wicked. We can't run, y'all. We can't hide when truth is still ruling this earth. We see, he said, you got to believe, Deborah. Tell them, believe in that which is unseen, not that which is seen. Like Jonah, he couldn't believe that these people was even worth saving because he was basing it on what? What he was seeing. This is what the Father say. Believe in what? Not that which you see, but what you see not. And now one of you cannot see truth ruling the world, ruling the earth itself. Truth. You know why? We ain't gave we haven't given it its glory, its praise, its honor. We haven't magnified, we haven't glorified, we haven't honored it. Because we make everything about us and what we see to believe and what we have to make us hold up who we are or who we want to be or who we said we are. It's all the outer things in which we believe in, we trust in. And what Solomon say, Deborah, leave them alone. It's all vain and vax, and they think they got something. So here I'm pulling out that mystery, truth. Jonah was running because he saw. He could not see the unseen. He could only see the seen. And that was their sin, wicked, and evil. Even to the point of him having to lose his living. He didn't care. He did not want to speak truth to the people because of what he could not see. So when he came back, Yah charged him to do the same thing he left for. And he was upset because he did not like the idea of the Father really going to invest in him. Surely he's going to get the good ones out and throw away the bad ones. He's going to take care of the good ones and he's going to destroy the whole place, but take the good ones out. No. Yah had more invested than what Jonah's eyes could see. Here we are today. We build things and we believe in things based on what we can see. He said, it ain't the things that you can see, Deborah. Tell them, Deborah, it's not what you can see, people. It's what is unseen that you're missing. It's the unseen that you all are missing. And that's the only thing gonna get you through. It's the unseen. When you're about the Father, you don't weigh things based on what you see. You weigh things based on what you see not. because you can't see truth. Why? Because the person could be doing all kind of evil and wicked. You can't see that truth in them. That shows you that truth that rests in them gave them a chance to where they are not going to have any excuse, because he made sure he put it in everybody who received the breath. You receive truth. So you ain't going to have no excuse. Okay? So this is the problem Jonah had. Even when he came back, he thought, like I said, that the Father was going to take care of some of them, but destroy the rest of them. They still wasn't where he felt they should have been. But see, Jonah didn't know nothing about that truth that Yah had invested on the earth. And what Yah saw and knew is that he had truth. And I know you see them, and I know they doing the things that, but I got some truth in them that I can spark the fire up and get them right, Jonah. Jonah stood, these people gone. I hear what you say, I'm gone. You see? He still had that heart. Because Jonah could not see truth. We cannot see truth. Not in all these things that's happening in the world today. Truth is not something you take and you use it to measure people. Truth is not something you take and measure to measure people with. So this is what Sister Deborah finna educate you on truth. Truth is not something that you can measure people with. You see? Because that truth that he invested was for him, not for you. So we can't just go around treating everybody like they got truth and they about truth because truth belongs to Yah. No, you can't. You can't use truth that way. Truth is not something for you to use. Did y'all know that? It's not something you can abuse. It's not something you can swing left, you can swing right. It's not yours. It's his. Truth leave with the breath. So what truth do you have? You see? So this is what he told me. Listen to this, y'all. Cried all day. He said, Deborah, I want to tell you a little bit more about truth so you would know. And I count myself so blessed, y'all. I count myself blesser than blessed. I'm going to go and nail that. I count myself blesser than blessed. He said, Deborah, truth can't be used nor abused. Deborah, truth cannot be used nor abused. See, can you abuse that breath that's in you? No, you can't. Because it comes on by the right hand, it goes off by the right hand. That means you come into the earth with the power that he gives, the power he bring you in, and you go out with the power that he take you out of. With. He takes you, that same power that brings you into breath, through the breath, is the same power to take you out through the breath. So therefore, you and I cannot use nor abuse truth. That's why I say the truth rests in us, but it ain't for us. Oh, no, you didn't go there. Yes, I did. It is in us, but it ain't for us. Meaning to use and abuse. We cannot use truth as an iron claw. We cannot use truth as an iron claw. Stop. Don't use truth nor abuse truth, because it ain't your truth to use in that way. You hear one of the number one things going on today, and I don't know, many of you all have not heard this, and that is my truth and your truth. You got your truth, I got mine. Why do you think that exists in this day and time? Now, that didn't back in my days, or back in 2010, 2015, and 20. I didn't hear that. Today, it's the number one thing. You got your truth, and I got mine. I got my truth. So, you keep, they set the boundaries. You got your truth, and I got my truth. There's no such thing as anything but worldly truth. And that don't mean a rat's behind. Your truth is your truth. So listen to what he says. We cannot use truth as an iron claw. So truth is not something we can use as an iron claw. Okay? He said we cannot use truth as a whip. And when he said a whip, I thought about being they use as a slavery. You know how they take that whip? We cannot use truth as a whip on nobody. We can't use it as an iron claw. Not truth. We cannot use it as a weapon. We cannot use truth as a weapon. You all, the Father is letting us know truth that comes with that breath. It's not for us to use and abuse. Listen to this. He says, we cannot use it as a weapon. We can't use truth as a weapon. He said we can't even use truth as a shield. Truth, we can't use as a shield, as a protector. Truth is not here as a shield, nor a protector for us. Okay? He said we cannot use truth to battle as on the battlefield. So he's saying when you get people who debate or want to battle truth, they battle the flesh truth, because the spirit of truth cannot be battled on no field. We can't use truth on the battlefield. We can't use it to fight with, y'all. Truth wasn't created for us to use to fight with. Okay? We can't use truth as an outsider tool of the flesh. We can't take this truth that's within us and use it on the outside of us as a tool of the flesh. Truth can't be used like that. We cannot use truth to build up, nor can we use truth to tear down. You know how Sister Deborah is always saying, either you got it or you don't. And the way that I swing spirit and truth with so much assurance, he's educating me on truth. It's not something you can build up nor tear down someone with. Not truth, nor spirit and truth, because that's the same truth. You get it? He's saying we can't use truth to build up someone, nor to tear someone down. Truth can't be used like that. Because when you're trying to use truth in that way, you're using it and you're abusing it. Truth don't put you up, and truth don't put you down. Truth stands at the level of the Creator himself. It is not a tool for us to use toward the flesh, against the flesh. Not truth. Truth don't need us to take it in battle. We can't use truth as a high. You know, there's, wait a minute. When we take truth and we put it up so high, as if we're high, we're so high because we have truth. Let's put it like that. Let's use me. And that's how I see it. I look at it, I know that he's giving me spirit and truth. I know he's greater in me, but what he's saying, baby, come on now. You can't use truth like that. Because you have, somebody don't, you can't use it on high. But he also said, you can't use it on low either. Those who don't have truth, you can't take truth and use it as a battlefield, as an iron claw, or as a whip on someone that's low. So this truth is not something for you to swing high and low. Okay? We can't use truth as something to give. Truth is not something you take it and give it as if it's yours to give. Truth is not something you can just take and give it and hand it out. Here, you want some? Here, you want some? Not truth. That's not what truth is. Okay? So he's saying this to us, that it is not truth. It's not done that way. That's showing us the importance and the mystery of truth. He say, you can't use truth and take it away. So truth is not something you give, and it's not something you take away, as if it's yours to give and it's yours to take away. Truth. We can't use truth to kill. He said truth can't be used to kill people. You can't use truth to kill. You can't use truth as a deliverer. Truth cannot be used as a deliverer. It can't be used that way. He said we cannot use truth to steal. We cannot use truth to steal. So truth cannot be just used as something that we take on and disperse according to the way we desire or we feel or we want. Because truth is in every breath on the earth. Truth is there. We cannot use truth and use truth to be lifted up. We cannot use truth to be lifted up. So what the Father is saying here, the power of understanding truth. Truth can only be detached. It only find its way standing near righteous. Truth could only be near righteous, holding hands with righteous, but we cannot use it for anything outside of righteous. And those are the things he said. To don't use truth as if truth belonged to us, or we got it, or we have it, or it's something to use and abuse, when it was given to every breath that exists here on the earth. That's more than a mouthful. That's more. And it felt so good the way the Spirit, I wrote it down, but the way the Spirit put it in my spirit and was teaching me, I didn't have a piece of paper. I didn't write it down. It was speaking to me from my inner man. And it felt so good and so warm and so, it just felt so comforting. And it made me think about how the narrow and why the gate is narrow. Because these things, 99.9 might not even understand, might not even know, might not even care to know. But I'm so grateful that the Creator Himself shared that with me in a way that I could really teach more on truth that reside within us. Truth that reside within us. Because while we're down here on the earth, I look at this truth as something beautiful. It's like, now it's like He said in Romans, He put it in them. So they ain't going to be without any excuse. It was manifested. He's letting us know that even what Solomon was saying, it rained on the just as well as the unjust. When that truth came like that, it came with the breath. Okay? So while we sitting around in our flesh, we have truth. Now, understand, the truth is not in the flesh. It's in the spirit. Okay? Truth is not in the flesh. It's in the spirit. The breath came to give you a spirit, which is an image and a likeness of the Father. He's a spirit. He gave you a spirit. But the only way that spirit can be activated is through the breath. And He just wanted to let you know that I put a little something in there for you. My truth. That's what He has measured each and every last one of us on. The truth that He already had invested in us. And He knew that. And based on Him knowing that, that's another reason why He had the lamb, not the lamb, the book of the Lamb and the book to the lake of fire. Because He knew He put this in everybody. And He knew who's going to uphold, not the truth itself, but their spirit who served the truth that was in you. You know how they say walk in the spirit? You know how they say walk in the spirit? All you have to do is walk in the spirit that already assigned you to the Spirit of Yah. And when you walk in the Spirit, you begin to do, speak, teach truth. It's in you. That's when you're born of the Spirit. That's when you're walking in the Spirit. That's when you're the spiritual seed. That's when you're the light. See? You're able to speak on this spirit. This truth more than others. Because those that's in the dark, they don't give a rat's behind about the truth. Now, say for instance, Sister Deborah, learning that the truth is in us. It wasn't when I come to the knowledge of the truth being in us that made me be who I am in Yah. Those who are of and walking in ain't saying your flesh. It's speaking of your spirit. And what your spirit does is get the flesh under the subjection to walk behind the spirit of to walk in the Spirit of Yah. Whether me knowing that truth is in everybody or not, I was created to walk in the spirit. You see? So that's how it was given to me. Not with the mindset of the truth was in everybody. That's in everybody. But to walk, to be born of the spirit is not in everybody. But those that are born of the spirit, those that are the spiritual seeds, those that are of the light, they were already speaking spirit and truth. They just didn't know truth was in everybody. So I, Sister Deborah, hope that each and every last one of you got something out of it. And even if you didn't, I give all glory and honor and praise to the Most High Yah. Because what that did for me is to help me understand what he's been telling me all the time. It's okay, Deborah. It's okay. These things need be. Get in the lane. The lane is for when you're saying things you know ain't nobody getting. That's what your lane is for. It's okay. So what he's meaning about all the things he was saying to me, the reason why I found it so beautiful is because he was trying to show me that this truth that's in everybody don't need nobody help. How can we help that truth? You can't help this truth. You can't use this truth. You can't abuse this truth. This truth here, you can't do nothing with it. It's in every man, male and female, young, old. It's in them. A lot of people will say, oh, I had the right mind to do that. Oh, I should have did that. It was on me. They don't understand because the truth that's already exists in you is always helping you out. But you don't pay it no mind. You think it's your instincts. You think it's your third eye. Matter of fact, the Roman Catholic got all, and the Jesuit got all y'all cracked up thinking it's your soul. It's your intuition. They kill me with the third eye. All of that is put there so you won't give the glory to the one that knows he invested truth in every man, woman, boy, and girl. It came with the breath. Just imagine Adam receiving all of that. Just imagine. He received all of that. It didn't stop him. Did Adam have truth? Yes, he did. Did Eve have truth? Yes, he did. Yes, she did. Do you have truth? Yes. Do Sister Deborah have truth? Yes. But it's the truth that we can't touch. We can't measure it. We can't use it to abuse and misuse. We can't do nothing with it. He's letting you know. That truth was given to everyone that comes into the world with the breath. So, the sad part, you look back, you look at it and you realize all that he had invested in us, all that he invested, even Jonah, he couldn't take it. He just couldn't take it. He couldn't take exactly what I'm talking to you all about right now because he saw them from the outside. He couldn't take the fact that what would make a creator want him to go in there and talk to these people. And for what? These people are gone. But see, he didn't know what I know today. Truth. I didn't know what I know today. I knew it, what was it, been a couple of weeks? Yeah, but I didn't know it until a couple of weeks ago that truth came with the breath. I'm forever learning. And I give all glory and honor to that Most High God. And it's going to cause me to teach even different. Because it's a comfort with it and it's a let go. You know how Jonah did? It's a let go knowing that they got it already, Deborah. That's what he's been telling me all the time. Baby, you can stand on a mountain. And when you stand on a mountain and proclaim it, it ain't going to change neither one of them. What you think I've done all this time? I done son them so much. I've shown them miracle signs and wonders. I created the beginning and they still don't know how I did it. You see? He said, even the things that is created, they still don't know. Even to this very day. We look at everything created, we give the glory to man. I know we say with our mouth we don't, but we do. Your heart, really who you are. But I am a grateful prophetess in the wilderness. I thank him because the more and more he gives me, assure me who I am in him. That's all I can say is who I am in him. And him allowing me to be in him. And him in me. Just that thought right there is good enough for me. And I give him all the glory and honor and the praise. And what it made me do is repent. It made me repent. And I felt, and I just cried and cried. Every time I think of it, it just brings. I think of how even me in what I'm saying to you all, how he thought enough to say, Deborah, I want to tell you about this. I want to give it to you. I want you to speak on it, but I want to give it to you. I'm giving you that light that I told you in the midst of darkness. Pull that light out of that darkness. And then I think about the mystery. The mystery is pretty much all the things that was hidden all this time. It was hidden for a time as this, in which the Most High had assigned, appointed, and anointed. But the feeling and the cry and the tears and the emotions it was so powerful to me today. And all I could think about is I told you, Father, I needed you. I told you. That's all I can think about. I told you I needed you. I told you I needed you. Because it just, you know that he is using you. You know that he's revealing things to you. You know that he's showing things to you. You know that he is who he said he is in you. But for him to take out every day to give you something different each day, sometimes 2 or 3 things a day, y'all. Who can I give glory outside of him only? You can't even give that to yourself like most people do. They keep patting themselves on the back when I did this, I'm this. I know I got it. I know I'm saved. I got my ticket. I know it. Everybody pats themselves on the back and give themselves so much glory. They give themselves so much praise. They forever honoring themselves, glorifying themselves, magnifying themselves. But the Father said, these things need be, Deborah. And now, just him, it brings back memories, him saying that to me throughout the last 4 or 5 years. These things need be, babe. These things ain't going to change. But just imagine him telling me this, but yet constantly giving me that which man ain't going to change or get. I think that's still beautiful because it comes with that long suffering, that endurance, and that patience that he has. Because it's like saying, okay, I'm going to give you the light. I'm going to give you the light to pull out of the darkness. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you the mysteries. I'm going to give you the mysteries. That's why I say David can't come tell y'all the mystery. Many of them couldn't tell y'all the mystery. Because in their day and time, y'all was using them as servants. And all of them had a mission within a mission. Look at David. David was out there fighting wars all his whole living. Same thing with Abraham. Traveling and trying to build and trying to, all they living. And the things that today they couldn't hold today, y'all. This time that we're in today, the Father have already told me it's no way they could have stand in what is seen today. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob wouldn't have made it. That's why he put them where he wanted them to be in time past. I keep saying to the Father, you must save the best for last. And it ain't so much as the best for last. It's the one he saved to be able to endure and long suffer this day. So I want to let you all know, a lot of you all might feel that you are a Revelation chapter 7, and many of you all think that you're marked and you're one of the 144. Those are the last things that's on my mind, is being marked in the 144. Want me to tell you why? He's taught me too much. He's given me too much. He's revealed too much to me. He talks to me too much for me to be worried about a 144,000. For me to be even worried about being marked. For me to even be worried about, I'm a true Hebrew Israelite. I'm the Israelite. I'm the Hebrew Israelite. You know, all this mess. I can't even get caught up in it. Why? He teaches me from the wilderness. He gives me what he wants me to have. He gives me what he wants me to know. So why would I be looking into the world for what he has given me in the spirit? Because what he gives me in the spirit, you ain't going to find in the world. You think I found truth in the breath? Couldn't be found. Only one can find it. Not find it. Only one can give it to you. Is he that's greater in you. So I'm grateful. I am thankful and I'm grateful to the Most High Yah. I am grateful and I am thankful to the Most High Yah. So I, Sister Deborah, say I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. And the strange thing, when I do it on my phone, it's a total different group of people. And it started off like that. But the more I'm on my laptop, it gets narrower and narrower and narrower. So it shows me how in the power of what they're all doing is they're keeping a tab on you. They know who you are. They know who's teaching. You know, want me to tell you how deep they know? They know already what's in the scrolls. They got the Ark of the Covenant over in Italy. They knows what's in them writing. So they knows who's speaking truth and who is not. You think they're going to be worried? Let me explain something to y'all right quick. You think they worried about somebody on this here side of YouTube that might have 5 million subscribers and call they self-teaching the word? Or you think they worried about somebody on this side that might have 200 subscribers? You know how they weighing that? Let me show you how sick people are, because they don't know. They ain't afraid of the one that got 5 million and what they might say to lead 5 million people. They're afraid of the one that have truth, spirit and truth. They're speaking what they got on them straws, because they know they got it. And they know for Sister Deborah to be speaking it, and we got it, how does she get it? You see the difference? We ain't worried about this one that got 5 million subscribers. We worried about this one here, because she's speaking it, the truth. We ain't cared about how little of subscribers she have. We looking at the fact that she's speaking what we got, we didn't stole. So that shows you the weakness of the mind of the flesh. People couldn't figure that out. 99.15 billion couldn't figure that out. It's not the multitude. It's the disciples, the 12. The multitude, 500, 600. The 12 on this side is what everybody was afraid of. And every last one of them lost their life. Most of all of them, most majority all of them, because of what they were saying. So see how sick people would be and try. And you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something that I don't really care for, but it's okay, because what he shared with me today in this message, it just did something. It just bring a different, is that people will follow you and talk about you at the same time. Don't let them find somebody on YouTube that they can talk with. Oh no, when they get with them and they say a lot of negative things and they think that the Father don't hear them. I know the Father have to hear them because I do. You see? And I'm just saying to y'all, don't mess yourself up. Because if you're doing that, you already messed up. Because you're doing identical, the same thing people did to the servants of the Most High back then that lost their lives, tormented and hung and head cut off and tortured and boiled and skin peeled out. Except that's how they left out of here. You think when they took their lives that they didn't talk about them? Look at Yeshua. Everybody that he been showing miracles and signs, everybody that was in his immediate, let's say his little umbrella, outside of even one of his disciples, everybody else, the church, as they call it, the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the priests, all of them was talking totally 100% against Yeshua. 100%. Now, see, some of you all would think that was kind of like orchestrated. No, him going to Calvary was orchestrated. So it didn't matter how he go. But what the beauty in it for me was how y'all wanted me to understand it's the very ones that he walked with, talked with, showed miracles and signs, that he did wonders with, those that was in the midst, they were the very same one. And what did Yeshua say? But you was with me. You seen what I do. You heard what I said. You were there. So I say unto you all, don't be on this page because you're going to bring danger to your own, under your own roof. Because it ain't going to pan out like it did in that day. It's not going to pan out. And it's going to chase and get you. It's going to hit you when you least expect it. Coming and going off this page don't mean nothing to me. To me, when darkness comes, darkness shall leave. Darkness going to always be darkness. It ain't going to stay. It ain't going to stand still. It ain't going to desire light to be brighter and brighter and brighter. It only going to take enough to find another place that it can abide in. So I say unto you, even though you think that you're getting away with it, don't come on here and then get on here and start mingling with each other, finding things to say or to speak against the servant of the Most High Yah. Because what you do is describe Sister Deborah as the 12 back in the days. And not just them, even in the ancient times, all of his serving was done the same way that you're doing when you getting with certain ones and mingling. One thing about, let me explain something to y'all. The reason why I tell y'all about how good this message the Father has given me is he was showing me how it's okay to let truth go. You don't have to use truth with everything, for everything, to everything. Because everybody has it, Deborah. And if they don't apply it like you apply it, Don't sit and think that you're supposed to get them to see truth, to understand truth, or feel truth. Like I always said, they feeling this thing. That's truth. But he was saying, let it go. Don't use truth to defeat, because you won't win. Because truth is within them, and I don't win. And if I don't win, Deborah, and I told you I put it in them, and I don't win, don't do it. That's why you got a lane. Because you can be on this devil platform 1,000,000 years, teaching and preaching the same people all them years, and they'll stab you in your back every year. Because they're searching and always trying to find where they can get comfortable in their own understanding, in their own feelings, in their own emotion, in their own personal opinion. And this is why the Father is not coming in and abiding in people. Because I always wonder, well, why is it they don't have the same Holy Spirit? Father, are you in them? He's chosen the ones he wants to live and abide in. He don't teach me from the outside of y'all. He teach me from the inside. And he just wants me to know what's the type of environment you're around. And yes, he had been dealing with me a couple of months on that. Because I brushed it off and said, whatever. But soon and soon, you heard that song, by and by, in the morning, soon and very soon, the Father's going to let it come out. And he's going to let you know that you ain't never been wrong, Deborah. You knew it was existing, but you never said a word. So I am grateful for that lane, because I can go in that lane like it ain't nothing on the outside of that lane but me on the inside of that lane. So I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for that. To the Most High Yah from giving me that, because I would tell anybody that are truly a servant of the Most High to seek Father for your lane. Because no matter what's on the outside, you in the inside. Get in that lane. Because everything on the outside ain't for you. They can follow you 7, 8, 9 years. I've had it. And the hurtingest thing, one followed me from the time I started. And then told me, after following me for 6 years, oh, Sister Deborah, I decided to go back into the world. You think I ridiculed? No. You followed me all that time. And you and your daughter decide. And they told me. She told me. I decided to go back another route into the world. So, okay. That's all I said. And she told me that. She sent me a text to tell me. I didn't have no problem with her choosing that, because I knew that I had planted too many seeds to be go running after her, trying to plant more seeds. Sister Deborah ain't gonna do that. But I'm grateful for her, because she was also a visitor at my house. But she's a beautiful person, and I'm not going to deny it. Her and grandson and her daughter, those were the ones who used to bag me up. I mean, but when she told me that, did I know? Somewhat, but I was just there to feed spirit and truth, just to give them what they needed. And I just thought that they were going to be great teachers. Oh, y'all, yes, I did. And I still believe that they still have that. If they're still around, they still have that opportunity, because there was much seeds planted. And it's never too late until it ain't over until it's over. So I, Sister Deborah, appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. And I will say, I will be back. And I hope you got something out of it, because I sure did. And I give all glory and all praise and honor to the Most High Yah. Shalom and shalom.